Full time tonight at St James's Park. Newcastle United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. I have very few positives to take out of that game today. What a disaster that was everywhere on the pitch. It couldn't have went any worse of a try in regards to injuries, in regards to the match result. It all went wrong. It wasn't Newcastle's day, but did Newcastle deserve anything? Despite how bad I thought things were, at points I would have said was fair. We'll get into why, but I mean, honestly, where do I even begin with that? I am so peeved off with everything that happened in that game. It was such a frustrating game to watch. It's such a frustrating game. I would imagine to play in as well. Fair play to Borussia Dortmund. There's very few teams I've seen since the takeover came to St James's Park like that. Had a game plan, controlled the game well, deserved the 3 points, and even though in the game Newcastle were unlucky not to score, and that would have been a point from the match, I had to give credit to Dortmund. One of the best teams I've seen play. Underdogs going to this game. Everyone back Newcastle will win, including myself. Surprised me. I was very surprised how they played. I thought Newcastle would control the game, not as much as the PSG one, but I thought Newcastle would still walk away with a comfortable enough win. Didn't happen at all. They walked away with 3 points, and Newcastle, what do I say? There was just such a lack of intensity. There was in the crowd as well. The crowd was flat in the second half. Just everything they did, they knew it. They just knew what they wanted to do. And for us, we just had no answer. We had no answer to the questions they were asking, and it's annoying to see, because that one on paper was Newcastle's easiest game in the Champions League, and that wasn't easy at all. We struggled at times in that game. In regards to the Dortmund fans as well, incredible, as the same Joker and PSG. But this is a message to you, UEFA. Please, for the love of God, ban the drums. I'm sick of yelling the drums at St James's Park. I'm going to have such a pounding headache in the morning. 2 hours straight. I hate it. Stop with the drums, please. But yeah, next time I see a drum by me, I'm just going to get my hand and just stick it in the drum like that. I'm sick of yelling, and it's so annoying. But the fans were good. The fans of that 12th man that Dortmund needed. I'm looking forward to 2 weeks' time to going down to Dortmund actually to see how the yellow wall is, because that's what they're wearing can do. That home end's going to be tough. You can't have to do this again in 2 weeks. We're a harder fixture because it's away, and we outnumbered the fans, and potentially injuries as well. Isak looked like the bar one today. What's going on with him? I'm concerned with Isak because, well, if he's injured, then Wilson's our only striker, and when you're playing more or less 3 times a week now, you've got the midweek games, Manchester United next Wednesday. If Wilson gets injured, then that's literally no striker. We have no one left. So I'm always concerned when it comes towards injuries. I don't know where we're going to go. Isak, I'm hoping is fine. Jacob Murphy has a second injury in the game. That one looked more like a precaution because it was a head injury more than anything. I hope he's alright. But the Isak one's concerning, definitely concerning. I thought Newcastle first 10 minutes with him as well were creating chances. Anthony Gordon had a chance in the post from Isak. Lucky not to score, was quite a tight angle for him. End to end, first 10-15 minutes or so of the game, Dortmund had a real good double save, which was brought off by Nick Pope. I thought, to be honest, Pope had a pretty good game. Dortmund should have really scored that in their point of view, but the goalkeeper has done well to save it. Newcastle at that point are well and truly in it. And it was just, towards the end of the half, it just went flat. Everything was just flat today. The crowd was quiet. The Newcastle just felt like they weren't quite in it. The PSG game felt much better with the first game back. Everyone was going straight in. This time, someone fell off. Someone constantly fell off in the game. I always felt like Newcastle, even at 0-0, someone's going to go bad here. I just felt like for the first time in so long, I'm looking at a game, Newcastle, I don't think we're going to win this game. I just, my mindset going into it, and I felt like on the pitch, it was one of them ones where we are inexperienced compared to a team like Dortmund. On paper, Newcastle, I probably would say have a better team than Dortmund, but on the pitch, Dortmund was just better because they understood the game more and know what I wanted to do. I thought they were drawing fouls well. They were not annoying the hell out of me, but we were doing a good job of getting the referee on their side. And just from us, we had no reaction to it. We couldn't answer anything they were asking, and from us, we should do better. I think Newcastle should do better. It's disappointing. I'm not going to say it's a disaster in terms of an actual performance, because I didn't think Newcastle were that bad, but I just didn't think we were good either. It was just average at best. The Champions League match at St James's Park under the lights, average ain't good enough. I want better than that. It was just, I mean, okay, Dortmund before half-time score. On the brink of half-time, they make it 1-0. So much space in the centre of the park. Midfield, a great finish, and you go on half-time thinking that was probably coming. And Newcastle's second half, much better reaction in the second half, I will say. Dortmund weren't creating as much. Newcastle were getting into the game. It was still frustrating to watch. We were still maybe a pass away or run away from doing something good. Newcastle were creating chances though. We were aggressive. We were going at them. And with the chances in the second half, how the hell did we not score? We had a shot that was saved from the goalkeeper. Wilson has to be put at the goal. 6 yards out, he takes an extra touch, just first time, but you score in net. Wilson bottled that chance. He honestly should have took that one. Newcastle hit the bar twice. The first one I think was a Lascelles header. It was someone that head up a free kick. Second one was at the end of the game. Nick Pope's in the box from a corner. It's deflected and then hit the underside of the bar and came back out. It was one of them ones where even when the shot was took, I kind of knew I wasn't going in. It wasn't that day for Newcastle. On another day, a shot like that would have went in, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. And I look back at that match today peeved because I thought Newcastle should have at least drew the game, and the fact that we walked away with a loss in a game that I think everyone, not just me as a fan, I think everyone looking at this game expect Newcastle to win, and we just weren't good at all. And that's what's annoying, because I know we can do better than that. And that's the unfortunate truth of being able to play every 3-4 days now with a team that's inexperienced, and a team that's also getting used to everything. It's such a big asset. You've got Wolves away on Saturday, a team that's around 12th-13th in the table, even though you think Wolves are much worse than you are. It's a team that's actually mid-table, and you're thinking, well, actually, Wolves then. Then you got Man U away next Carabao Cup. Then after that, you've got Arsenal home, and then it's Dortmund away. These fixtures are hard. They're really hard, and it's a lot to ask of a team that's just gotten to the Champions League so soon after the takeover as well. You can't remember, it's been 2 years since the takeover. You wouldn't think that way, but it has been. And you can kind of tell at times, I feel like. It's just one of them ones where it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it just wasn't good. I can't come out here and defend this team and go, you know what, it's been a great game for Newcastle, because it hasn't. It simply hasn't. It's just not good enough for us. But it just wasn't good at all. But honestly, guys, I'm not going to go on for too long because I'm annoyed. We're going for about one more minute, so I'm going to call it quits. I want to go to bed after that. But from what Newcastle could do in the game, it should have been more. It should have been more. And ultimately, even though I thought Newcastle didn't have a good game today, we still probably should have got a draw from it. The chances were in the second half, and especially the way some of the chances were. So I mean, again, that deflected shots hit the underside of the bar and not winning. That's just unlucky. And I mean, we've got next game. Listen, we've got plenty more to go in, so it's still a bit of a slow burn in the Champions League. It's a tight Group F. Obviously, PSG smashed AC Milan tonight, so Newcastle now are above Dortmund, second on goal difference, and then Milan's bottom. And Milan, the team that probably should have beat us at their ground bottom with 2 points. Anyone can win this group, and anyone can go fourth. It's so much for Newcastle. We need to get a result at Dortmund away. I'm telling you now, though, if we lose again, then at that point, we've got PSG away, Milan at home, and it's probably going to go down the last game if that was to happen. Milan at home is such a big ask, so we have to at least draw at Dortmund away. If we lose again, then we're in big trouble. But for tonight, should have been better, but the performance wasn't the worst thing ever. We were lucky not to get a point, I will say, despite the fact that I thought it was bad. But thank you guys for watching anyway. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.